Hello everyone, and welcome to another Wavelength Wednesday. My name is Waveney and I'm your host. And every week I bring you tips and strategies geared towards inspiring, connecting, and influence you to being your best in your job and career and ultimately your life. All right. So today I am at Mangoland, and it's a really cool new coffee shop, and they sell like a cafe, and it's really nice because all the tables and stuff are set outside, and I love nature. So I'm here having a green juice. It's called the jungle juice right here. And I also got my nails done. I'd like to big up my nail tech, Kyla, Beauty by Kai. She does the best nails for me. Obviously, some of you have your own nail tech, but if they're too busy or if something ever happens, check Beauty by Kai. All right, so today, to end the month, this month we've been speaking about customer service, and I've been giving you some tips, some strategies on how to handle customers. And so today I thought about giving random customer service advice. And this is just a few things that may not have been mentioned. I don't think I mentioned them. Give me a second. My menu is flying away. A few things I may not have mentioned them in the videos. So they're just some random tips that I want to share with you. And so tip number one is never judge a customer by the way they are dressed, right? Never judge a customer by the way they are dressed. And so a lot of the times what people do is based on the person standing in front of them, based on how they dress, based on how they're, just their general being, they judge them, and so they may treat them differently. So if I go into a business place, for example, and I look, I'm all dressed up, maybe I'm in a suit, I'm in really nice clothes, I'm in professional wear, I get different treatment. Or if persons don't know who I am, or they may think that I have this type of job, they may tend to treat me differently. And I just want to say that that is wrong. We need to treat our customers the very same way. They are human beings, first of all. They are spending their money. They don't have to come to your business place. And so it is from that foundation that we treat people, right? And the other thing too is these days, people that are wealthy, they dress differently. Once ago, when people are wealthy, you kind of knew they had all this bling going on. They may have a huge watch. Well, they probably still do the huge watch thing. You could spot it from a mile away. These days, people don't dress up. They want to remain. It's not about how they dress, it's not. They're not about that. So wealth is disguised very differently. So don't kid yourself. You could be serving somebody that is very influential, right? Very influential. And that's the other thing. They don't have to be wealthy. There are some people, they're not wealthy, but they know people who could make things happen, or they are close to somebody who could affect a future decision. So you never want to do that, right? The other thing too is, there's always a lot going on when I'm out. The other thing too is keep it professional at all times. Keep it professional at all times. So, I live on an island. If you're looking at this and you're in another state, country, wherever you are, I live on an island. And for those of you who live on islands or live on my island, a lot of the times what tends to happen is because our neighbors or somebody we know may visit our business places, right? We tend to treat them less than, or we tend to be not professional. And I want to say to you, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't because your neighbor or somebody down the street or whomever they come visit your business place and you give them less than treatment. That is wrong. It is wrong. It is wrong on all levels. It is not nice. And even though your behavior may not be bad, because you know them and you give them less than, people go out not just to experience food or whatever. They go out for an experience. They visit your business place for an experience. Even if it's a clothing store, they visit or a jewelry shop or wherever, they visit the business place for an experience. They like that. That's all a part of the customer service. So it's not that people just come in. Yes, they may think, oh, I just want this pink blouse, so I'm just going to run down here and get it. No, but when you engage in them and you give them above and beyond, it's an experience and they love shopping with you. So always you want to treat everybody from the minute they hit the business, your business place. I don't care if it is your husband, I don't care if it's your aunt, I don't care who it is, I don't care, and especially if it's somebody that may not you may not be friends with, or maybe you had some sort of unpleasant encounter with. I think that you need to just up it up, just excellent, over the top customer service, right? So keep it professional at all times and you cannot go wrong. Number 3, make a recommendation, have a suggestion ready. So this happens to me a lot when I go out to eat. I usually ask, what would you recommend? And there's some people that do a really fabulous job of recommending stuff, and then there are others that's like, oh, I don't know. So I would then go, okay, what is popular, what is selling? They still don't know, or they may say, oh, I don't eat that. Okay, so the customer doesn't need to know you don't eat pork. That's okay. The customer doesn't need to know you're allergic to nuts. That's okay. What you can do is you are the expert. You are serving, and this typically happens when you go to restaurants. You are serving guests all the time, and it is your job to pay attention to what your guests are having. So if, for example, you have this really great shrimp dish on the menu, and okay, you may be allergic to seafood like shrimp, like shellfish, right? And the guest comes in and says, what would you recommend? And you can just preempt that, or even without them asking, even without them asking, you can go, you know what I would recommend. Do you eat seafood? Do you eat shellfish? Great. I have a really great recommendation, and you can do that. That way, sometimes the customer doesn't even get to ask you, have you tried it? Because I usually ask that. Sometimes they don't. And so if you've never tried it, that's okay. You can say, no, I've never tried it. I'm actually allergic to shellfish, blah, blah, blah. But it's our number one seller, and I have every confidence that it's a great dish. And so you could preempt that. So always have a suggestion. I mean, you are the expert. You are the expert. So it could be in a restaurant. It could be in a clothing store. Somebody goes in. We have these really great dresses that came in. Everybody's buying them up, or some people may not want to purchase what everybody else is wearing, but you could make other suggestions. You could say, you have this really great piece and people keep going over it, but I think it's really good because the colors are da-da-da or whatever. I'm not a fashionista, right? That's not my forte. But you get the point, right? You can have a recommendation ready. I mean, it makes such a difference. Listen, customer service is not hard. It is not hard. It is not hard at all. It is just putting your mindset to treating people the way you would want to be treated. You would want that, so do that. Get involved. And if you're in a job that you're directly dealing with customers and you don't like it, you need to get out of that job, right? You need to. But anyway, this is not what this is about. So number 4, and my final point is customer sense when people are trying, and so they are, even if they get upset, they will, they would either come back and apologize, or they would tell you, listen, I know you're trying, but da 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 da. So this actually, someone actually shared this story with me last night. She said to me, she was viewing the video on how to handle customer complaints, and she said she had viewed the video, and it was so funny because the very next day she had an upset customer, right? She had a very irate customer, and she remembered when I said don't justify, don't try to explain, listen, allow the customer to vent. And she did that, and then she apologized, and she went through all that. And even though the lady was still upset, she said to her, listen, she praised her. That's Julian that just passed. He makes really great coffee, by the way. Really, really great coffee. He's very good. So you have to try it. Anyway, so where was I? Okay, so the customer recognized like she was trying to help, and she praised her for that. And even though she was still upset, and it made me feel really great, because yes, my work is making an impact, but it really does work. This is not something I'm just sitting here every Wednesday and just making stuff up. And we will never be able to win every single customer. We will not be able to win them, but we will be able to make an impact. And even if it is they don't come back and say it, they are impacted, right? And they will remember, and they will go on and they will tell people, I had a really bad experience, but this person, da 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 da. They remember that, right? So, and those customers that we don't win are very few, but we do make an impact. So, okay, just to recap, so just some random customer service advice. So number one is never judge a customer by the way they dress or they look or who you perceive them to be. Big mistake. Number two, keep it professional at all times. It's just easy and clean that way. Make a recommendation, have a suggestion ready. And then number four, really try, give it your all, because people can sense that. So that's it. I've come to the end of my tips, and as usual, if you'd love to be coached by me, I love to help people. So DM me, send me an email at hellowaveney@thepeoplebrandskn.com, or WhatsApp me if you have my WhatsApp. Just reach out if you need help from me. The other thing I want to mention is that I'm coming very close, I can say it now, I'm coming very close to completing my website, so that will be up and running pretty soon, and I'm really excited about that. So I will see you next week. And thank you. As always, your feedback is important. If there's a topic you'd like for me to share on, you just let me know, and I'll see how I can work that in. And do have a pleasant Wednesday. Bye.